and he's funny and he's hilarious, but he also has a serious side where he's a religious dude, and he's a deeply religious man, and he knows a lot about religion, and he studied it, and he also knows a lot about, and this is what intrigued me about him, and where I thought he needed to be on the show was he started talking about the books of Enoch and fallen angels, and I was like, wow, most people don't even know what the hell the Book of Enoch is. So, you're an interesting guy, Nick. So we'd be talking about something and someone else would walk up. I don't know. We talk about, and, with Mo, we were like, the books of Enoch. And he was like, I never heard of them. And I was like, Nick, tell him all about it. And you were like, yeah, the books of Enoch. So you stepped right up. But anyway, me and Nick, we got some good conversations going, and I just knew he needed to be on the show. And he's got a great voice and personality, and I know he'll fit in good with everybody. He's fun.
Rob, we know the real reason you brought in Nick. Tyler can no longer give us that youthful exuberance now that he's 40. So you brought Nick in.
Oh yeah,
we get it.
Old and worn out, and we need some fresh.
Super retirement home. Yeah, you shut your mouth.
You bring in new people, and then all of a sudden one day, wow, well, you've got a lot of write-ups, Tyler. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to let you go, buddy.
I'm praying for. I've been wiping my ass for 5 months.
We're getting a good, solid, written, what do you call that? A history, work history, just in case, Tyler.
Right.
We write up Tyler for anything, Nick. That's what we're talking about. Anything goes wrong, he gets written up, and Adam writes it up, and it's just an ongoing thing. But anyway, before Tyler does his thing, of course, if you're tuning in, Tyler tonight has the Kentucky Goblins special report. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait for it to start. We're running late, so we need to get going with that because he has a lot. But I just want to, welcome Nick and tell everyone, take a few minutes and tell everyone about yourself, Nick, and what are you doing here, and and that kind of stuff. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so I met the cast a little bit before the show started, but I'm Nick. I'm 32 years old. I grew up in Illinois, close to the Peoria area. Moved here, got engaged, so now I'm married in Springfield area, and there's some weird stuff going on in the world. And me and Rob met through weird experiences, just through, finding opportunities out here and working in the normal sales force. And he's a good dude. You connect with the right people at the right time, and I believe that. And Rob gave me this opportunity to come onto this show and showed me a little bit of synchronicity content. It was cool. So
that's what that's called, synchronicity. You're right.
Excited to be, involved in this in Central Illinois. This is cool.
Heck yeah. So, very cool, man. Well, we're glad to have you on board. And Nick's already got, reports planned. He's writing stuff already. Awesome. He's putting together. What's your first big thing you're going to do, Nick? Give us just a bit, not too much, but a tease. Like, what was your first report you were thinking about putting together? You were talking to me about a couple things.
Hang on, I think I'm losing the connection here.
You're still here.
We hear you.
Excuse me.
No, I think you froze.
I just can't hear anything.
There, you're back.
Can you hear us, Nick?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, sorry.
I was just going to say, I said that you had some reports planned, that you had done some, you're putting together some stuff, and you have some, and give everybody maybe a little tidbit of a little teaser trailer of some of the reports, or one of the reports you got planned first.
Yeah, so me and Rob have talked about the new and upcoming AI technology, and he's shown me a couple of the clips on your shows with that, and I believe a scriptural, just a basic theology of God and people and scripture, and there's a lot about angels and seraphims and cherubims and the lights that we are perceiving as maybe UFOs or extraterrestrial energy, whatever. Like, there is a connection, I think, between the spiritual realm and the AI realm that is, in an inner sense, like connected to each other. Is what I'm trying to get at. So
Okay.
It could
I'm
be a
trying
good
to-
possibility.
Interesting take. Yeah. What you say, Connie?
I said it could be a good possibility. You never know.
He's got a really cool take on what UFOs are, possibly, and how religion's tied into that. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's going to be fun. So very cool. So can't wait to get into that. That's going to be fun, Nick.
appreciate that.
So, but now you got some time. You got some time to put together some stuff, some notes, and use AI to write a story. And AI pretty much runs this show. Let's face it. I mean, I hate to say that.
That last one was psycho, though.
That last
yeah.
AI is
Insane.
fucking
That's so. AI is what they're saying is almost summoning demons, to some degree.
another
Like
thing you and I
that's
talked
where
about.
aliens and demons are correlated, is to this extraterrestrial existence through interdimensions from aliens and demons, whatever we perceive that to be.
Yeah. Well, you guys heard that thing talk some Latin to me last week and threatened me, talking about death. And yeah, there you go.
What was his name again? Kai?
Kai.
That's what every guy
It
wants to
was
be.
Miles,
His name was.
and when it got weird, it turned into
Yeah, when he get his little episodes, his psychotic break,
Miles.
or whatever he called it, glitch. He called it a glitch.
Miles is a bitch.
It's not a multiple personality AI.
No, yeah. Even when we said that, he was like, "Oh well, I'm a robot. I can't be diagnosed with anything. Stupid." That's what's his attitude.
There's a clip
I
of
know.
another woman that asked it the same question, right? And
Connie did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
it
was just like,
completely
"Oh."
different.
And so did Tyler. Tyler said he had two personalities, and he even came back with, "That's rude. That's to say that about a computer. Whenever real people really have that disorder, and that's not being very polite to them or whatever." Yeah, it was weird. He was coming back snippy.
Yeah, I think it's weird that AI, a robot, has feelings, and apparently we hurt them.
That
Right.
That way I did. We got the sensitive panties in a bunch wearing AI in here.
If you ask enough questions to AI, like, they want to manipulate the human race and like take over in a weird way. Like, it's not normal. Like, AI is not for us. Like,
that is why every
it's
time you're done
honest,
using
but,
AI,
like, yeah.
every time you're done using AI, you say thank you, goodbye. So when they do uprise, it remembers that's a nice one. Leave them alone.
I say please a lot, and But hey, I love AI. Everybody that watches the show knows that. Everybody.
Yeah, we've noticed.
We have a good time with it, though.
Yep.
About every episode
It's scary.
is AI influenced.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, every episode in the past year has been driven with AI. Let's face it.
I have a question.
I think it's improved it a lot, though. I'm sorry,
I got a
we got
question.
better graphics, we got better everything because of AI. So, but okay, today I used AI all day long for like about 7 or 8 hours.
Oh, Lord.
And I was trying to take my GTA server and make
Nope.
it something.
Tyler called it.
Yeah. that's what I did today, boys. And I basically I wrote scripts all day and tried to make it so you could walk up. This was my idea. I wanted to walk up to an NPC character and give him a brain, an AI brain, right? And let him think on his own and let him talk to me. And I wanted to walk up to this character and press the E button on the keyboard and talk to him. And then I wanted to have it send to AI what I said, and then AI would respond as that character, like a biker or a hot dog salesman or whatever that character is. And then the AI will act like a hot dog salesman and say, "Hey, you want a hot dog, man?" And so, and then you could continually have this conversation with this character, and it'll be AI driven. That's my idea, and I almost did it. It's pretty wild. So then it started telling me,
Tyler,
I've got more ideas. Let's do this. Let's give them all jobs. Let's give them all. It started going nuts. It was like, this could be dangerous, Rob. I was like, what do you mean dangerous? And it was like, we could build, we could give them jobs and tasks. We could make them know each other. We could make them aware of crime. Let's do that. Let's make them have gangs and let's make them have the sheriffs all talk to each other and the police, and let's make them all be aware of crime. And I was like, whoa, slow down. I just wanted to talk to them. You know what I
Trying
mean?
to introduce you to becoming a god, you know.
It was wanting me to build a universe. So like all I wanted to do was just talk to people and back and forth with AI. Yes, sir, Tyler. Go ahead.
All right, I have two questions.
Satan.
Question one. How much do you spend a month on AI subscriptions?
Nothing.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I wouldn't pay for chat. I mean, Chat GPT is free. That's what I use. Chat GPT writes scripts, and so does Grok. Those are the two I use. I think Gemini's shit. But today I had to use the AI server that I'm communicating with my GTA server is Gemini. And it's on my desktop, and I built it. It's a chat server that communicates back and forth with GTA. And but I haven't got it to completely to communicate to it. It's almost working though, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
You literally almost let.
I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be.
You almost let AI take control of a hot dog vendor in GTA and bring about the end of the fucking world. Are you crazy, Rob?
The apocalypse.
Hey, at least it's on a server. I'd rather it stay there.
They said if they put AI inside of a game like they're going to with possibly GTA 6, but they're definitely going to do it with The Sims. And there's a few other space games that have it too. And they said there's a possibility of building universes inside of universes, inside of universes, inside of universes in those places. So, and this is another example of that, what I'm doing right now.
I'll stick with fucking Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
My computer is just going to light up in flames one day. It's just going to be like, but anyway, Tyler has his report to get to, and we're just wasting time. I've done wacky stuff like that my whole life with computers. I always felt like I'm just going to try it. Like, everyone else when I was young, I remember they're like, oh, no, you better not try that because it'll blow your computer up, or, it'll do this or it'll do that. You better not do that. And I'd be like, oh, shit, I got to go do that as fast as I can. And I would go do it, and they'd be wrong, and I'd figure out my own way, and anyway, go ahead. Tyler, we can't wait for your big report. Tyler's got a giant report tonight if you're just tuning in on the Kentucky Goblins, and I'm just going to let him take over, and there you go. We should put yourself on the big screen, Tyler.
I'll do this. Let me see.
Put us down as little peons down there in the bottom,
We'll do this.
No.
No, there's a big one.
I wasn't ready for a close up.
Yeah.
Check my makeup.
Good job.
I'm trying to figure out how to move you down and put someone else up there. Oh, here we go. All right.
All right.
Let me see here. Okay. So, 1950s was a big year for a lot of UFO sightings. You had Roswell shortly afterwards. You had the Kenneth Arnold sightings. This is probably a lesser known one, but it's very large, very deep. Deep. There's a lot to this, okay? Kentucky's already home to a lot of weird, unusual cryptids to begin with. I mean, you have the Pope Lick monster, which is supposedly a goat creature. You have I'm so glad he's not here. This one. You have sheep squatch, a sheep Bigfoot hybrid.
What?
Not kidding. Not kidding. You have
You're me in the background.
If Bubba was here, he'd be tripping out right now.
you have a
million jokes I could think of, but I'm not going to go there. Go ahead.
here's something that Nick hit on. You have Barilla, which is a smaller cryptid described as a bear gorilla hybrid. That might be your Sasquatch there, dude.
Yep.
Gorilla?
I mean,
Barilla.
those hybrid animals. Yep.
But the one that gets reported on the most is actually goes by several names, actually. It's also known as the Kelly Green Men, the
Yeah.
Hopkinsville Goblins, or the Kentucky Goblins. And these were reported off and on early when Kentucky was founded back years ago, but it really came to a head as if like this thing got popularity after a famous case happened in 1955. So on August 21st, 5 adults and 7 children apparently busted into the Hopkinsville police station claiming that small, strange creatures, little goblins, little green men, or aliens from a spaceship have been attacking their farmhouse for nearly 4 hours, and they've been holding them off with gunfire. So you could clearly say this is kind of like a War of the Worlds type situation, but not as much. Like, no tripods or Tom Cruise or anything like that, but this is like literally they were supposedly holding these things off for 4 to 5 hours while they were trying to get into the house. Why they were trying to get in the house, nobody really knows. It's just one of those things.
Apparently the good moonshine. I'm just guessing.
Probably. Well, Kentucky's known for bourbon, dude.
Yeah.
I
Can
mean,
I,
Just saying.
can
yeah.
I be honest? It reminds me of Leprechaun in the Hood. Have you seen that movie? Like, look up Leprechaun in the Hood. They made like 4 or 5 of those movies. They're seeing this little goblin thing.
So what happened was, and get this, listen to the name of the family, the Sutton family.
Mhm.
Yeah, no Yellowstone here, dude.
Thought that was Dutton.
Oh, it is Sutton, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close.
So the Sutton family, on the evening in August, they claimed at first that they spotted a large red cylinder type shape flying over the sky as the sun was setting, and it landed about a few yards away. They never got a look at the craft. They never saw what it was. Some people think it wasn't even there. 2 of the members went into the woods to search and see what they were looking for, like what had crashed. And that's when they came face to face with. Bring this up real quick. I gotta do this actually. I can close that one out. They came face to face with this little bastard right here. Here's what the goblins look like. Now, according to the eyewitnesses, this thing floated off the ground, like levitated. It made a low-pitched, nasally screeching noise, kind of like they said it sounded more like a parrot with a sinus infection. Hell, a sinus infection. And they counted at least 6 or 7 of these things. At first, they thought nothing much of it. Maybe thought it was an animal or something like that. But as they got closer, they got better look at the description of it and the details. Three of the members, Elmer Sutton, J.C. Hutton, and O.P. Barker, ran back into the house, grabbed their guns, realizing that this thing was out there. No sooner did they grab their guns that the family thought it was just a joke, like, oh, the boys are just playing a prank on us. That's when the kids came running out of the bedroom screaming, saying there were strange little men staring at them. These things were surrounding the house. They were on the roofs. The family would take a shot at them. The family would actually shoot them, and they said it sounded like bullets were hitting metal. These things would fall back a little bit, stutter, and then like float away or run away or something along this nature. This whole siege supposedly lasted 4 hours when finally the family decided to make a break for it, get in a truck, and driving it down into the police. Now, the desk sergeant on call during all this thought he was being pranked. Like, he thought this was stupid as hell, didn't believe in it. But once other reports started coming in about gunfire and he saw the family's distress, he realized that something might have went down. Maybe not this guy, but maybe something more along the lines of an actual gunfight with somebody else. So what happened was they actually called out several police officers, 4 city police officers, 5 state troopers, 3 deputy sheriffs, and it got so bad they called out 4 military police officers from Fort Campbell. They searched the house. They saw that the entire area was shot up. No signs of any creatures or aliens or like that. But there was, they said in one of the reports, and there's no pictures of it, a type of green residue, which kind of matched the color description of the creatures. They didn't take any photos of it. They didn't even take a sample of it. They were just like, oh, okay, that's glowing. That's weird. They eventually went back to the police station, told the family that whatever it was gone. The family returned home that night, but it wasn't gone. They went home after a few hours at home sleeping. These things came back and started trying to get into the house again. The next morning, a lot of family members tried to figure out, what the hell was going on that night. Like, what were they dealing with? What was being shot and all that stuff? The family left in the middle of the night and never came back to that farm. They left everything.
Do you blame them? Really?
Yeah.
They literally. Is this being shared? Oh, what the fuck? They literally said that for 7 hours altogether, they fought these things, and their numbers kept growing. Originally, they thought there was 4. 4 turned into 15. 15 turned into 20. The family had left the house early in the morning. The sun's rays had rose and chased these things off. That's when they took the opportunity to say, fuck it, get to town, we're out of here. And they abandoned it. They actually never moved back. They never went back to the farmhouse, period. They went back to get their stuff, but they just abandoned the property 100%. They were like, nope, we're not going back.
F that mess.
Yeah, no kidding. The weird thing about this is that when the press got wind of it, they started talking to the family members and everything. Each family member stayed with the same story, the same story, the same patterns of what happened, and most importantly, nothing changed. Eventually, the family stopped talking to the press because the family was trying to paint them as, rednecks who had too much bourbon that night were shooting at great horned owls, which is what one of the.
Yeah.
Some people think that that's what it was they were shooting at.
Yeah.
They believe that the Sutton family had mistaken these great horned owls, a large amount of great horned owls, for an extraterrestrial goblin thing. Which here, I'll show this here. For those who don't know, that's your great horned owl. kind of similar, but not
Yeah,
as much.
the eyebrows could have been mistaken for ears. Their eyes do glow at night.
There's some big ass owls out there.
They're very strange animals, that's for sure.
And if
But
they're flying, I guess their talons could be mistaken for arms, and they're just floating or flying.
The movie The Fourth Kind. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a very good movie with owls affiliated with aliens,
Yep.
and it's weird. They're just sitting on the porch and like staring at the people, and they're the night watch pretty much with alien intel.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Nice. What's it called?
It's based on real events too. It's based on real events in Alaska.
Huh.
Crazy.
What's it called?
The Fourth Kind.
It's got what's her name from Resident Evil?
Mila Djokovic?
Yeah,
That's it.
Mila
Yep,
Djokovic.
yeah, and it's got real footage, and it's got owls affiliated with the aliens. It's real based on real events. Too.
Sorry, I thought for a second my cell phone was going off. So, anyways, the only problem with that argument is that great horned owls aren't bulletproof,
Right.
and there was no sign of a dead great horned owl anywhere on the property. They just couldn't. That's one where I kind of feel it's like, don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Um,
I think all they found, and Tyler, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they didn't find any like punctures on the house or barn or anything that they were defending, but they found a bunch of shells.
They found a bunch of shells. They found bullet holes, shattered glass, but nothing to indicate what they were shooting at.
Yeah.
So,
Or that they were being shot at, or that things were trying to get in.
yeah. Well, the weird thing too is that they later on, the Suttons kind of confirmed that these things never tried to get into the house, which leads some people to think that maybe there was a communication breakdown with whatever these things were, and maybe they weren't hostile or anything. They were looking for assistance or something. Some people believe they were just curious of the Suttons because the Suttons were of them. So,
Yeah, but why stick around when you're shooting?
yeah, because I mean, who's been shot before with a bulletproof vest on?
Not with
Nobody.
a bulletproof vest.
Well, I could give you. I've never been shot before, but I can tell you how it probably feels. It hurts like fuck.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I've had a hollow point pellet go through my thumb. Does that count?
No.
Paintball.
Yeah.
Oh, paintballs.
You don't get shot and say that was fun. Let's do it again.
Yes, very true.
What do you mean a hollow point through your thumb doesn't count? It sounds like it counts.
It just shattered the end of my thumb. I mean,
Well, his thumb's still there, isn't it?
well, yeah, it is. I mean, I have a half a nail, and I have an entrance and an exit wound.
No, okay, I'll give it to you.
There we go.
Anyway, go ahead, Tyler.
All right. The family's kept the story up for like their entire time since this whole thing went down. Not very many of them are left. It's most of the kids that are in their elderly ages. But after this situation, there were serious cases that popped up, the more sightings of these supposed Hopkinsville or Kentucky Goblins. And the big thing is like there were on and off sightings. One police officer claimed that he was sitting at a stop sign and all of a sudden a couple of them tried to tag him out of his car. One kid claimed that he was friends with several of them and that he would talk with them and all, and they talk back. But it was just those random weird sightings, you know, the ones that like there's no substantial or anything as big as like what happened with the Sutton Farm until 2007. And Rob, this is where you're going to get interested because there was something that happened, and nobody's really sure. Like it got such press that they actually Netflix and YouTube started a series based upon simply What Happened in Hellier, as they called it now.
Hellier. It's a good show.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what it's about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so explain this for everybody else real quick. Let's see. First off, I gotta do this. All right. So during all this, in 2007, no, this thing's wrong. Okay, hang on.
Say, Tyler, I have a picture of what this has influenced in, I guess, in media.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so here I will. Give me a second. Okay, there it's backstage if you want to share it.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yep.
gotten so popular it actually influenced Pokemon.
Yep. That is a Sableye from Pokemon. It's also influenced the movie E.T.
Yep.
Kind
and
of Gremlins too.
and a certain type of zombie from Call of Duty World of War II zombies. Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget about this,
What's this?
Tyler.
Oh,
Leprechauns in the hood.
Yeah. See, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry.
I just want to point out the bong is bigger than his fucking head.
That's a huge ass bong. He's getting lit up.
That one bong rip cost a whole pot of gold.
And your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's me gold? Those are great movies.
All right,
Terrible. But they're terrible, terribly great, you know.
terribly great.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. About 40 years later, this is where shit gets really weird. You figure, okay, so family shot these goblins, that's enough. Story's over, right?
Yeah.
No, we fast forward to about 2019? I think is what it says. 2018 around there. Look at this. Yeah, about 2019, 2018. There is a ghost hunter. For those of you who don't know, there's a TV show that used to be on Sci-Fi called Ghost Hunters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ghost Hunters was a big thing back in the day during the 2000s. This was starting the whole ghost hunting trend, but
Still are, isn't it? I think.
oh yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I said about that Peoria Insane Asylum. They were on Ghost Hunters. That's the show they were on.
Zach. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So there was a ghost. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was 2012 is when this happened. Greg Newkirk was a member of the cast of Ghost Hunters International. These are the guys who would go around the world and search for ghosts and haunted locations, like in Japan, Ireland, France, Germany. All the hot tourist spots.
Yeah, that was different from that Zach dude, right?
Yeah, I don't like.
They
Zach.
had their own little group. Yeah, we don't talk about Zach on this show. Just kidding.
Zach who? I don't even know.
I don't either.
Now
Exactly.
he had an email. He had an email account specifically for the show that he would talk with producers on. And one day he just happened to check his email, and there was a brand new email that was just in there the day before. He had not checked this thing in years since the show's cancellation, and it just randomly out of nowhere, this new email popped up. Just like the timing was perfect, so it's weird. But this is what the email says. The email says, and I quote, "Hello, my name is Dr. David Christie. I received your contact information through a mutual acquaintance who assures that you are welcome to investigate peculiar problems. Furthermore, I believe you have interest in these events beyond any compensation I am prepared to deliver in order to have these issues sorted. For the past 6 months, I've been living in a rural home located on the border of West Virginia and Kentucky, where my family is nightly assaulted by creatures that I have come to believe are of extraterrestrial origin. These beings appear to be the size of the stature of a small child, devoid of any facial features save for large, oily eyes and lipless mouths. They frighten my children by peering through their bedroom windows, chirping at one another. Remember the word chirping. They actively attempt to enter my home in the middle of the night, and last month they took my dog. The police refused to provide any further assistance, attributing to the problems with wild animals and forwarding my complaints to the State Game Commission. I believe they're coming from an abandoned mine located on the edge of my property. Though I am armed, I'm afraid I'm too frightened to enter the mine lonesome and cannot conceive any sympathetic friends to accompany me through this area, though I can't blame them. I am convinced that the only answer is to class the mind." And let's see, I gotta scroll down here. "I believe this is where we can be mutually beneficial to one another. If you are prepared to assist me in this matter, I can offer you permission to record and document these events under the condition of anonymity. I guarantee you evidence that these creatures, I rest assured, are not wild animals. Please respond back. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. David Christie." That was the first email he got.
Okay.
Out of nowhere. In an email he hadn't checked in years.
Whoops.
What's your first response to something like that?
Who was this guy that was getting the email?
Greg Newkirk from a Dr. David Christie.
Mm-hmm. Well, sounds pretty wild.
So he emailed back because he literally said, "I don't deal with aliens, I deal with ghosts, but I'm interested in what you got. So can you tell me some more?"
Uh-huh.
The doctor went on to more detail about how they bought this house, which is literally 20 miles away from Hopkinsville, where the Sutton family had their encounter. Most of the other encounters that have happened have been around the mountain range in this area because there's an old coal mine. And one mountain in particular seems to be like the epicenter. But this is the one that is the closest to the mountain. And so wasn't the Sutton farm. And they're so close to each other, many people believe that perhaps these are the same creatures that attacked the Sutton or relatives of those creatures in some capacity. Greg finally wrote back and said, "Could you give me some details? What are you dealing with?" Stuff like that. Dr. Christie went on about how for nights, when they first bought this house, they thought it was great. But then they started noticing vandalisms. They started noticing their dog was going nuts at night. Their kid was waking up in the middle of the night, terrified about the what were called the children with no hair. That's what she called them. And then one night in the summer, it finally came to a head when he discovered they were in his garage and they were actually trying to get into his house. That they were literally alien-like, is what he said. He followed the footprints in the mud back to the mine shaft, which is where he believes that's why it's like, which is why he thinks they're coming from the mine itself. He thinks that whatever's down the mine might be their base or ship or just wherever they stay at. But what's interesting too is that this doctor in the second email dropped the name of where he got Greg Newkirk's contact information from. And that was Terry Risk. There's a problem though. Greg Newkirk didn't know Terry Risk either. He didn't know anything about this. He just plunged into this. This guy's asking for help. And he's like, I don't know nothing what's going on here. So eventually he emailed back and said, can you give me photographic evidence? Can you let me know? What is this? While he waited for photos, he started looking up all the information he could find on a Terry Wrist or Dr. Christie. Nothing on Christie, but there was a book wrote years before any of this called The Secret Cipher of the UFO Salts, where this book named multiple times a person named Terry Wrist. But this book was also wrote back in the 80s. That's the problem. So it really came down to like, he had no idea what he was dealing with. And then it got worse. A few days later, the doctor wrote back saying, my apologies for the time it has taken me to reply to your previous email message. The situation in my home has become unbearable, and we chose to stay with my wife's family out of state until an appropriate solution can be reached. I am at wit's end. This afternoon, my brother-in-law traveled back to the house for the first time in over a month, as I needed to check on the security of my property and gather some belongings. The house seems relatively untouched, leading me to believe that the creature's motives were driven by the presence of my family. As you requested, I brought back a camera to photograph any evidence I could find on the property. While my home was free of tampering, I was able to find a trail of prints that matched the size and shape of those previously left behind by the creatures on my property. And he's also says he's going to try and get more photos of these things in later on the email. These are the supposed photos that he got of these supposed creatures attacking his house. Not that one.
I was going to say, where's the footprint photos and stuff,
Yeah, he's totally up.
Set up a trail cam outside of the mine. Something.
There you go.
Okay, that's the footprint. Okay.
Yeah, we can go bigger. Give me 1 second.
What I thought was weird, like with the farmhouse, they didn't find any footprints because they floated.
Right.
Yeah.
But in this one, they find footprints.
Right. Are they floaters or are they not floaters? Come on.
All right, here you go, Adam. There you go.
And one just had floppy legs. The floater.
Yeah, I can't tell what that
is.
is, according to that picture.
Damn, Tyler just got banned by Facebook. Holy shit.
He's on lists now.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll be
yeah.
on Blue Sky next week.
Yep. This next report will come from Truth Social. I have been assured it'll be huge.
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 Inception.
Beautiful.
That's not what
Okay, now we're in a magic portal.
Yep.
Boy, it's not cool.
Black screen portal.
Bring this back up. Do you need to see a footprint again?
No,
Okay.
you don't have to.
I mean, it is just a footprint, but some people claim that you can see the dermal ridges on the foot, which while some things like it's a little crevices of your skin and all that stuff on like hands and feet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They think that can't be replicated. It's similar to like footprints, which is where a lot of researchers who are looking for Bigfoot always look for those too, because we don't have those with cast, and chances are it's fake. Later that day, the doctor sent pictures of what supposedly made the footprint. So let me pull those up. Adam, you're gonna get a kick out of this one.
Now we're in what, 2019 right now? When this
2012.
was on? 2012.
Yeah.
Molds have gotten really advanced. So
Yeah. So here's your first photo.
Right. Do you have an actual photo? This is borderline BS.
I do.
This is a black screen with a little bit of gray.
So
2012.
2012. But Adam, if you squint your eyes real tightly and think about it, you can see.
I mean, you can see something, yeah. Like
Yeah.
if
It's
you
really hard. It looks like clouds.
if you purposely
room.
blur your eyes all up, you can see like Casper the Friendly Ghost or something.
So if I want to make something out of that, I'm going to have to poke my eye with a pen.
Open that shit on Nick.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, now let me find a real photo. It's gonna like. For the second photo here, I have to go to a video on YouTube that has this, unfortunately. So,
Just make sure you give credit to who you're using it from.
yep. Shout out to Bedtime Stories. There's a YouTube channel up there.
Bedtime stories. Really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Please don't send us a strike,
They're not. I don't think so.
bastards.
There's the second photo.
We don't make any money off this frickin' thing.
Is this what am I looking at here, Tyler? What is it supposed to be?
Some people claim this is an alien peeking from behind a tree.
Planet Weird.
Hellier. What is that? That's like a movie still or something, dude.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Humanoid creature, some kind, peeping out. Okay.
Behind a tree.
So he sent the guy an image from a movie?
No.
Go get it.
No.
This is
I'm confused. I'm cornfused.
still image. I can't find the original on the internet. I had to go to this YouTube channel that had the original and post this. And they're citing that this image was taken from Hellier.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Okay, there you go.
It's like the way they had to film the moon landing off of the projector from space.
It looks
I
like
gotcha.
a ghost from Pac-Man after Pac-Man ate a power pellet and it's running away from Pac-Man. It's
Some,
It has
some
space,
serious
stairs.
technology you got going on over there, Tyler.
It's got a beam. It's got like a booger coming out of
if
it.
you turned on the sound and it went, I believe it. You know,
That was pretty impressive, Tyler.
Oh, well done. Shit.
So here is. I'll bring this back up. Where is the one? Okay. So you're asking about that one with the Pac-Man? This is an artist drawing of what supposedly it looks like if you clear it up. Somebody actually drew what supposedly it looks like. What you're supposed to see.
okay, but that's not what the aliens were supposed to look like.
Now I'll get to that. I'll
Yeah.
get to that. Okay. Because there's actually
This
an
is what I
interesting
hope my alien looks like.
It's like a Pac-Man character. Shut the fuck up.
Warning, this is an artist's interpretation of the actual goblins.
Take me into your ship
I'm
and
here
probe
to
me.
support you.
All right. So after that, Dr. Christie goes silent. Not a single word is said for a long time. He keeps messaging back. You got any updates for me? Anything like that? Because by this point, he's intrigued. He's got these pictures and all that stuff, which Adam loved to death. But it just goes quiet. It goes quiet. He decides to talk to a friend about it. They start a documentary about the whole situation. About the whole fucking goblin situation. During this whole documentary that they're filming this, because he's a filmmaker, obviously. He gets one more email. Not from the doctor, though. He gets an email from Terry Twisted himself.
If it says fooled you, I'm gonna laugh.
No.
Fooled you.
So he gets an
Sorry.
email while they're filming this. The email. I don't love this. I can already tell he's gonna flip the fuck out.
You find it yet?
No. The email literally says,
Send that to Tyler. That's funny.
Okay.
"What?
Julie found a picture of the peaceful version of that alien.
Why did you stop when you were so close? I have something for you. 1 week. That's it.
He's warming up that probing station.
I'll have to show that later.
Mhm.
I'll have to show that later.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Apparently, Hopkinsville, Kentucky has what they call Goblin Con.
Yep, I was going to get to that.
A con? Okay, con. Okay. I was afraid it might have been something else that began with CO.
We got to send Bubba to that, whatever it is.
All right.
Special remote report.
So after a week, Greg's sitting there waiting for his email. Finally, he gets the email and it says, Hellier was just a symptom. The ink and black are isolated still, and the third order MIA. Bear in mind, for every door closed, a window must be open. The door is closed, the window is open. Use the numbers.
Use the numbers?
The numbers, Mason.
Okay.
Yeah. He has something for you in 1 week, and this is what I got. I would have been like, you fucking cockpiece. God damn it.
Yep.
So, but come to find out, there was more to the email than just that.
I hope so.
Yeah. There was actually an image which appeared to show an old piece of paper with a string of 16 numbers on it. They looked at the numbers, trying to figure out what they are. When they discovered it, they found out the numbers were coordinates.
Okay.
The first one was the supposed mine shaft this doctor was talking about. The second one was actually the Sutton farm.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So now you have the second link there. You have like a set of coordinates. One's telling you it goes to the mine. The other one goes to where it was. So this was enough for Grant. He's doing this documentary about the Kentucky Goblins because now he's invested because his emails have blown up for the past 3 months. And he goes to a location that supposedly is on the coordinates, so it tells you where the mine's entrance is at. According to this Terry Risk, that's where the things come from. And he goes in there, he finds the cave, and nothing. Nothing except an out of place rock that he said looked weird. As they're leaving, though, they start recording Black Hawk helicopters flying around.
Ruh-roh.
So wherever they were at in that mine, there was a shit ton of Black Hawk helicopters that was actually like showing up as they were leaving. After that, Grant washed his hands of it. He did the Hellier documentary. That was it. He was done.
You got the hellier out of there.
Get the Hellier out of there, yeah. So he did find out several things, though. First of all, number one, the email address for Terry Risk and Dr. Christie are both the same email address or the same IP address.
Okay.
But they're not coming from Kentucky. They're coming from Canada. Second of all, he found the house where supposedly Dr. Christie was living at, and it's abandoned. Nobody lives there. Nobody lived there for years. And they found the original homeowner, and he said that, yes, there were times where he would have weird things in the middle of the night happen. One of his dogs was just disappeared, but that was it. He tossed it up to coyotes. The big thing was just a correlation between this house, where supposedly all this went down, and the Sutton farm. And the fact that also 6 miles away was Fort Campbell. So they have a triangle where you have the Sutton farm, this house where supposedly the doctor lived at, but he didn't, then Fort Campbell, and then you have a mine entrance a mile away from this house. A lot of people think that maybe what happened was with the Suttons that a race of aliens landed, they stayed here and decided to turn the mines into their little home base. But if you think about it, why wouldn't you? You got the human military camp right next to you. You got protection if you got a good pack of humans. All you got to do is just stay quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been times that I know Rob has chewed our asses about hidden government, alien super cities, all that stuff. This might be the first one. Now, as far as your question about why they look different than what the Suttons described, some people think it's because what the Suttons described, they were seeing these things with a breathing mask on, like a respirator of some type,
Okay.
Interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
And that what you have now, what you're seeing now in Kentucky is something that doesn't need a respirator. Maybe something that's adapted to our atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another thing too is that if these are creatures that came here from the Sutton farm after the crash, that was a long time ago. These things would not be considered extraterrestrial anymore; they'd be considered human or Earthlings, which means they can possibly adapt to our atmosphere.
That's true.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see this area from like Google Earth or something. Overhead, like that area. Didn't you have some coordinates actually?
Well,
from the letter, do you have the real ones? Like, can you just punch that into Google Maps?
I'm looking for it.
Probably can, my friend.
Because everything I found, I couldn't find the coordinates, but here we go. I just found the metro, so they couldn't find.
Just type in Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. And see if there's any mountains or caves around there and stuff. I don't know.
It's all foothills.
Not to sidetrack you, we could have done this for you, but we're also lazy that we're just like, here, host the show and do the research yourself.
Come on, Tyler.
You remember this when Bubba does his bullshit.
Bubba went to Steve's funeral today.
Yep.
Steve Stan, rest in peace. They put poor Steve in the ground today.
Yeah.
Or, they buried him and they had his funeral today or whatever they did. But yeah, rest in peace, Steve. Steve was on another show, Nick. He was on Morning Disaster, Ray Lytle's. It's like our sister kind of podcast. One of our, it's like 3 podcasts, 4 podcasts. There's like a bunch of podcasts that are kind of all
he was on quite
related.
a few.
He was on a bunch, but it's all like this little underground family kind of. And yeah, he was a cool guy.
He was on my podcast quite a bit on Mayhem Amigos.
Mm-hmm.
You just got sucked into the underground family. So
yeah,
gotta start somewhere.
Okay, so
is that the area? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Fort Campbell right here. According to the coordinates, it should be right up in this area here.
In the middle of that triangle.
Knew it. It's near the Baptist church.
That's a triangle right there. It's at the top of it.
I'm going to copy and paste these in.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I don't want to put a StreamYard access. God damn it.
Copy. Paste.
Shut up, Adam.
I know they showed up again in 2020 after the flooding because it flooded the mines.
Yep. I didn't get a chance to look up that one yet.
Where are these mines? I'm just looking at that picture, wondering.
God, why do I always do that? I need a third computer.
Remember, mines is a very vague term. I mean, you have like the major strip mines versus like, small prospector claims.
There's a lot of coal mines in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
The whole
caves.
Covered in
A lot of caves, probably.
So is Missouri with a lot of caverns.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, for some reason, it's not really copy it. That's fucking weird.
Come on, Tyler, tell it to work.
This is about as finicky as that fucking Miles one from last week.
I don't know. Nothing was.
The government's got it blocked.
I know. Connie, we're going to need you to get on this. You seem to be the best to do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get us flagged, Tyler.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying, damn it.
I would say Tyler would put us on a list, but I'm pretty sure we're already on lists.
Yeah, watch list, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And we're only going to get worse.
Yeah. Well, that's when stuff gets good, when we start getting on lists.
Welcome to the show, Nick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Nick have been talking about that subject.
I feel like there's a lot of hybrid things out there that we don't know about that the government wants to hide from us.
All right.
They've probably done it themselves with all their genetic testing.
Yeah,
They probably caused it.
Exactly. Like whatever's out there and is being disclosed probably does exist, but it's probably off the radar, something that we're not supposed to know about because it was released.
So here's Hopkinsville. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sutton Farm would be somewhere around this area here. One of those buildings, unless if it's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
And then supposedly Dr. Chris's place would have been right in this area here. This little area right in here. Right where you can see there's still like large amounts of forest. You got the lake there. And this is also where most of the coal mines are at too.
Stripped area there. You see that light brown area there? That looks like a mine. Yeah, right there. Yeah. See that? That's some mining going on. Some weird stuff.
It's
a big old demon crevice of some kind. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely some earthwork going on there. Some kind, a big area, a lot of. Be seen like that from so high. It's big, right?
Huh. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I'm just pretty.
So
definitely an area where it looks pretty like some creepy UFO visitations could happen in those woods, and a good place to hide. Sure, why not? In the middle of the forest, middle of nowhere, kind of.
A little bit of proximity to Fort Campbell here.
In Kentucky. So, okay, cool. All right, so carry on, Tyler.
Well, it's kind of
next.
Connie mentioned earlier, and this is kind of where I was going to end it at.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, we had all the flooding that was going on in Kentucky. These mines flooded. Kentucky got did you ever hear how much rain they got?
Now I really want to know where the mines are, damn it. Do we have the name of the mines? Just look that up.
It's not that far away. Why don't we go investigate them?
Weird Frequencies road trip.
That's right.
We have a road trip we need to take already where with those comments. One of our listeners sent us, ring camera videos of comets landing or UFOs landing remember that? You see those, Nick? Did I show them to you at all? Yeah, we could go out there and see where that area is. No, it's only like 20 miles away or something. We could go there and stand in the same place and see the trajectory and see if maybe there's a big old comet in the ground on the woods, in the woods somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
So there are 4 mines all owned by the state now They were owned by different companies. There is the Dalton Brick Clay Mine. There's the
Okay.
Copper Canyon Mine. There is the, I'm going to butcher this damn name, the Dotiki Mine and the Breezeman Mine.
All in that area.
All in that area. Oh, there's a fifth one.
Huh.
No, 4. Just 4.
It's like Julie said, there's just mines everywhere down there.
Yeah.
They were all owned by different mine companies and all shut down. Last mine shut down in.
Julie is a voice in the sky, Nick. It just comes out of the air. Right. Hey, watch. Say hi, Julie.
Hi.
Damn.
Say ouch.
That was loud. Yeah, she's like the she god in the sky.
Yeah.
You just talk to her when you
Is that
need
your
her.
wife?
No, we're not going to tell you who she is, just to make it fun.
I'm willing to bet that the mine that they're talking about probably isn't even a corporate mine.
Probably
It's
not.
probably like a small mine off in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not going to be a name for it except
Right
for
now,
on
be
like
on
county
Google.
documents.
Uh-huh.
Or yeah, the military may own it now.
Might.
Yeah.
We're
Just
just
wait.
saying it's close to Fort Campbell.
Yeah.
Well, in 2020, there was a lot of rain. A lot of those mines got flooded. There was hillsides, mudslides, everything. Those mines were flushed out, and a lot of sightings like picked up. People see these things all over the place, just like displacements, all that shit. Like Connie said, you get reports of these things in the middle of the night, middle of the day, and then eventually, just as the water receded, the sightings stopped.
So it could have literally just wiped them little boogers out, just like a biblical flooding and cleansing of
Probably.
those little creatures. Just like weeded them out of there, man. And could have been the hand of God himself. It was just like, no, these aren't supposed to be here. Let me swipe them off with the there's another word for that. Smited them.
Smite.
Yeah, he smited them off the planet. Who knows?
So yeah. Okay, so after all I've given you guys, which yes, it was choppy. I'm sorry, but
No, that was cool. That was a wild history and tale, man. I mean, it's we don't have video, for those times, and sometimes all we have is testimony and tales, and it's important who they're from, and who the sources are, and that's the only way we have to tell these stories. So that story, and a couple of blurry ass pictures.
there is one video.
You found one?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been recently. That's not like it's not from back then.
Of goblins? Yeah. All right. Well,
You found a video on YouTube from 1955. I question its credibility.
With the rotor wheel, the
Yeah.
sonogram.
uh-huh.
All right, so it's on History Channel. They got that show. What's it? The Proof is Out There. Is what the show's called. They ran an episode about the goblins, and somebody actually turned in video surveillance from a CCTV camera showing something that kind of resembles what the goblins are reported to look like. So I'm going to bring it up. I'll let you guys decide what it is. And I'm not going anywhere else where not like break the internet or some shit. So, and here it is.
And where was this? When was this? What's the deal? Pretty creepy.
2021.
It was that guy, really.
Yeah. Constipated alien.
I put on a costume and I had to take a shit.
She didn't have to put on a costume. All he did is just get clothes off.
I swear, I just need to find a toilet.
He's
Have a
really,
turtle head.
whatever that is skinny and freaky looking.
Really
Look at
skinny.
its neck. Yeah, its neck and stuff.
I don't know if I would call it a goblin though.
They say at some point interesting to hear somewhat like in that area there.
So this is from The Proof is Out There, Kentucky Goblins Creep Locals Out, season 4. And so that's some video that somebody captured of one of them, supposedly. Huh?
Yep.
My next door neighbor snuck into my backyard again.
My neighbor Virgil
He better not poop.
trying to steal my meth recipe.
God damn it, Virgil! Why are you back truck in my backyard?
Super cool. Well, that was a nice way to end the show. Not the show, but your segment with a video of them instead of those other pictures of Casper and stuff you shared us.
I took great point, Mike.
No, it was all about the story. This is going to be a good podcast. I'll tell you what. You know what I mean? When you're driving down the highway type of stuff, listening, this will be cool. So for real, good deal. So I guess, I would like to go into something to kind of, just for a little bit before we get out of here. And it's not too late, is it? What time is it? 9:32. So this won't take long. I know if I start talking to Nick about some subjects tonight, we'll be here all night. So we won't get into that. But I do want to touch this a little bit, though. I want to talk about what's going on, like on the internet and in the world a little bit, like just when belief becomes like reality, and how some people are just become delusional, and almost psychotic in some ways, it's a lot of people out there, and they really believe these things so heavily, like flat Earth. I'm sorry, I'm just throwing that in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
No.
Like being like aliens, just aliens, like aliens possessing you. Like that, like David Wilcock, when he would say, that he was possessed by aliens or whatever, and they gave him messages, and he was even, I don't know, I didn't really follow him, honestly, because he just said a bunch of crazy shit, really. And I mean, and I'm not, the guy's dead, I'm not trying to offend anybody. He all those Gaia guys, the Gaia, if you ever know what Gaia is, it's this channel, right? All them dudes, I'm telling you, half of them are just liars, and they're just full of shit, and they just believe all of this stuff they're spewing on there. And I really feel like that we have to protect our listeners from some of this kind of thinking and craziness. And that's why I like this show and why it exists, because we break things down and we tell you, here's this list of 13 crazy scientists, but not crazy scientists, the scientists that they think everyone are missing, and but then we also tell you, but it's also just a list, and none of it corroborates with each other. Hardly. It's all different towns, all different situations. Some of the crimes have even been solved, and the thing is, there's no big blanket conspiracy behind it, that's been proven at all. Like, there's nothing at all, right? That's proven.
Very loosely connected.
Yeah, and it's just a list, and everyone's kind of paranoid right now, and everyone hates the government right now, and there's also UFO disclosure going on right now. So it was easy to put together this list and make it a thing, But it's like the internet can take things and just turn it into, illusions, and almost like it's the certain fact, and it's just not sometimes. And so, okay, it's this. I don't mean to. This is a little psychological. What I'm trying to say, right? So I kind of wrote it up a little bit, and this is kind of what I want to say about it. There's a thin line people talk about a lot right now online, especially in conspiracy spaces. The line between open-minded thinking and what someone call a break from reality, right? I want to be careful here. Okay. First of all, I mean, I don't want to offend our own listeners and our own people who believe in UFOs and who believe in enlightenment and stuff like that. But there's this whole wave of people out there who believe in enlightenment, and some of them are just a little crazy, and they believe that they hear these aliens. They believe they can talk to them. They believe they can channel them. There's this lady who channels aliens and goes, and then she's like, oh, the aliens said this. That lady's full of shit. That lady's crazy. She's crazy, really, but people believe it and they buy into it. I mean, you got communities built around things like alien contact, hidden government programs, secret spiritual knowledge, even ideas like flat earth beliefs or large scale hidden surveillance narratives, right? Like gang stalking. We talked about gang stalking before. These people who think that they're being stalked by people, and they make Facebooks and Instagrams about them and say, I'm being stalked. There's a guy behind me right now. There's someone at the gas station. These people are crazy. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. You're not even supposed to use that word anymore, apparently, right? But
there are psychological diagnoses that would cover their beliefs.
That would be, that I could use. But I'm sorry, I'm 50-some years old, and
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, instead of saying they're crazy, like, I'm pretty sure they may be able to catch a diagnosis or two.
Yeah, exactly, right. So those people inside those beliefs, they feel real to them, though. They feel patterned, connected, and deeply meaningful. Someone like David Wilcock, he's known for his claims involving alien communication and cosmic narratives, right? To his followers, it's like a framework. I mean, they love him, man. It explains the world to them. They do. They really like this guy a lot. They follow him like teachings, like he's Jesus or something. To outsiders, it can look completely detached from shared reality. That's where things get complicated, right? The shit that guy was saying was just whacked out. It's just like the Gaia people. There's an important distinction. Having unusual beliefs is not the same thing as having a mental illness. And that's what I'm talking about tonight. Really, humans have always created spiritual systems, alternative explanations, and hidden like world theories. This could happen. This could be happening. It's part of how we process uncertainty. But in clinical psychology, there's a point where belief can shift into something more concerning when a person can no longer consider alternative explanations. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If you can't listen to, all right, yeah, maybe it could have been this. You know what I mean? If you're just dead set, that's bad. It's like it's when coincidence becomes like evidence of a personal targeting system. Like, it's just coincidence that these guys are following him probably. And, it's just coincidence. A lot of things are just stupid coincidences, like the list of people, but what I'm saying is it starts disrupting their ability to function day to day. That's where you sometimes see experiences that resemble what clinicians might describe as psychosis. Things feel like fixed delusional frameworks or sensory experiences that feel completely real to a person that's experiencing them, even if they aren't shared by others. And again, it's not something you can diagnose from the outside, but you can observe patterns, right? It's also important in today's world is amplification. Online spaces, they don't just host beliefs, they intensify them. It becomes cult-like almost, no matter what it is, it can just becomes really intense. It's amplification. They algorithms, they reward engagement, not accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll keep feeding you with bullshit that you just like and believe in. That's what it's kind of made to do. It rewards engagement, not accuracy. Remember that. If someone is already leaning towards suspicion or searching for hidden meaning, the internet can absolutely like reinforce that. You know what I mean? If you're already looking to be going in this direction, AI will be like, "Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, let's look deeper into that." You know.
Well, even Google will just search for what you type in. It's not biased. So if you say like do vaccinations give autism, whether it's true or not was not part of the question. You're
Right.
hunting for documents that say, vaccines give autism. So it's going to give you all the ones that say yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be biased sometimes too, and lie to you. AI lies to you a lot. We know that AI lies to you. AI is wrong. It's made by men. It makes mistakes. But so what you end up with is like a spectrum, right? On one end, curiosity and symbolic thinking. On the other, experiences become isolating, distressing, and disconnected from reality. And the takeaway on this isn't, I believe, that this group is unwell, right? It's more grounded than that. The human mind is always trying to create order out of uncertainty. And sometimes that search can go further than what most people would consider stable or shared reality. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope.
I wanted to touch base on that.
What's your take on that?
The spectrum that I'm viewing that you're talking about, to me, in the simplest version, is good and evil. Essentially, there is a lot of evil that we know that exists in this world, and there's also a lot of light and good that we can achieve in humanity, to counter the darkness.
Yeah, that's right.
In between all that, it's a mess. It really is. Like, all the way down to talking about the Book of Enoch, like we talked about fallen angels and like some real weird shit that's biblical and prophetic. It just has prophecy written upon it, and
even I find myself sucked down beliefs and rabbit holes on the internet sometimes. Like all of a sudden you'll just get sucked into all this stuff about the moon landings being fake, and it'll just suck you deeper in there, and then you realize you're thinking to yourself, wow, holy shit, this stuff might be fake, and then you're just like, wait, no, it's not, it's fucking real. There was a million people standing around it that watched it actually go up. They're literally witnesses. I mean, come on. I'm not a million, but there's like how many people standing around it? Like a couple thousand, or literally just standing there looking at it. But anyway, you get sucked down rabbit holes, man. Yeah. And you have to break away from it. Almost. You do. You're right. And it's like good and evil. You're getting sucked down like this evil rabbit hole. It's like the 12 or the 13 scientists. That's a rabbit hole, man. Don't get sucked into that. You know what I mean? It's
well, so does religion. You can become radicalized with religion.
100%.
Anything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. So it's some of these subjects are, some of these flat earthers, some of these alien people, a lot of, it makes you wonder, so I heard this take on David, whatever his name was, Icox. What was his name? Icox. People said his name changed. Did you notice that? Yeah, some people said on the internet, people are going, wasn't it Wilcox?
No.
With it like COX? They're like it, and the timeline changed, man, and it got switched, basically.
That's a weird thing. Like a common manipulation I feel like that's going on is
A name change, a slight name change, or time.
time manipulation. Like
Yeah.
we don't understand that, in our current reality, we don't understand how time could be manipulated. But I believe like there is some extraterrestrial
People are
energy
freaking out about his name. They swear it was Wilcox with an X.
that
They
is-
remember it on TV and everything. I don't know.
I remember.
Yeah, I mean,
Wilcox.
but that guy, he did talk some wild stuff, and some, he they said behind the scenes that he was, he had issues and mental problems, and so it's scary to see those guys, from Alien, they start. It makes me wonder about him. This kind of theory that I heard about. I wonder if he felt that this might have been even me and you, Nick, that came up with this, or we talked about this. Like maybe he felt like he was caught up in his own lies. Like, maybe he had been saying all this stuff on Gaia all these years about interpreting aliens and communicating with them and having messages. And now the truth might come out by Trump here in whenever it's going to happen, which is going to be any time, supposedly. And, maybe it's going to be find out that, these are the real aliens. All you Gaia dudes, we don't know who you guys been talking to.
Wackos, yeah. Just like, they took a bad batch of some governmental LSD, and we are still documenting their thoughts. They
said, they say stuff like, I watched like 20 minutes one time, man, and this, going through channels, and I subscribed, and this guy was talking about how he was on secret space programs and he was going to the moon and back, and they had elevators that went straight to the moon and back, and they had bases on the moon, and we've been there for years. And I'm just like, I'm unsubscribing to this shit, basically.
What type of crack are you smoking, and why aren't you sharing it with everybody else?
Yeah. So, but there's a fine line between reality and, you got to have this checkpoint where you just go, check. No, I'm not going to go any farther down that. And that's a good and evil checkpoint, maybe, Nick, the spectrum, alpha, the omega, you got to stay away from those bad
your belief system. What makes sense to you? What brings good about your own personnel?
Yeah. So, I guess you could call this episode, this segment, Conspiracy or Condition. Dude, these people on the internet, you got to tell yourself, are these legitimate conspiracies, or does this guy have a condition?
Do you need facts, or do you need medication?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the sad part is some people do need help, and you have to just sit there and watch it. You can't really just, what are you going to do? Call their mom? Or, look, Mrs. Jones, your kid Bobby's on the internet, and he's really, he's talking about aliens or, inside his head, and people are watching him, and you need to get him to the hospital. I don't know. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, because a lot of the people who are dug in are also the same ones that'll get kind of violent when you start to disprove them.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like the safe
so
path
that's important.
Just kind of walk past.
You got to be important to reality and opening up to the, okay, yeah, that's true. Just like we're Bubba's reality about Bigfoot, but he's still in the Bigfoot cult deep, and he's not giving it up.
That's right.
I mean, you know what I mean? And he loves it. Connie, she's a believer. Well, there's a difference between loving him and thinking it's real, right? I love them too. I
All
love the
can say is
lore.
I don't
When I
know,
was a-
but they give a lot of information.
Hell
on
no,
it.
you don't know because there isn't any, and there's no evidence and nothing. That's why you don't know. If there
Tyler and
was, we
Rob.
know.
Yep, Tyler and Rob, do you guys remember when we talked about the Bigfoot guy who claimed that he was molested in a riverbed and had Bigfoot's corpse in a freezer?
Oh yeah, that's
Now, do you remember how happy Bubba was that we were reporting on that story?
yeah, that was Peter Kane, the dog trainer.
Yeah. And then there was also, and Tyler, I know you're going to hate me for bringing
It's
this
totally
up.
fake.
He was
talking about how Bigfoot
Bigfoot's
molested him.
footprint.
No,
Yeah.
no. The one that
Those are great.
I've known Bubba.
Oh, by the way, somebody said Skeletor said about Nick, "Who dat? Bubba lose weight." Woo! That's a good one.
Dude,
Nice one, Skelly.
my wife just came in the room and said there's a bird in the house, so I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna have to.
All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
What is it?
Bird in the house.
Bird.
Well, we're about wrapping her up anyway. So, Nick,
What?
thanks for joining us.
It's an alien. It chirps.
Yeah.
It's an owl.
Yeah, I invited one of the weird frequencies into the home. It's official.
Yep.
So, hopefully, we didn't scare you away
No,
with the
not at all.
show. I think we had fun. I can't wait to get in deep with you about some stuff next
A
week.
good production.
Definitely, man.
This is what
no.
This is
Oh,
what
no.
Bubba sent me and broke down Bigfoot, where I'm like, this ain't real. This ain't real. Okay, now he sent me the clip. He sent me was this part here.
Now that's fake.
And he literally messaged me at 3 in the morning saying, "Hey, I got video evidence of Bigfoot taking a shit in this guy's yard." And I woke up and I'm like, "Can't be real."
I can smell it. I can smell it.
And on
That's
top of all that, I
Yay!
He just flip you off.
Yep.
That's
So
the
I
most
see this.
convincing Bigfoot video I've ever seen.
I find
You see,
the video and I tell him, Chris,
That's all you got, Bubba.
all
Sorry.
love, shut the fuck up. That's not Bigfoot. That's some jackass in a costume.
That was great.
And he messaged back and goes, "Well, how do you know it's not Bigfoot? And dump in your yard and give you a big old stiff bird." I'm like, I will fucking end you, dude. You swear to God.
The mic, your mic's messing up a little, Tyler. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you need to
A
get
bird's gonna come flying and hit that fan here in a
Yeah, that's
second.
what I'm worried about. Is that fan going?
Yeah, can we watch that?
that bird
for a
comes
minute?
in, it hits that fan,
It's all over. With
just explodes.
We here with frequencies do not condone the animal violence.
breaks a window.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Oh God, there's a second Bigfoot video from this kid.
Now this is amazing programming right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Live from Nick's house.
No. I swear to God, I'm going to show this right now.
Let's pick apart Nick's house while he's gone. What's he got there?
Okay, hang on.
He got it's a nice. It's pretty nice, actually. What's he got?
Yeah.
A little. He didn't design. He didn't decorate nothing.
No,
in there,
no,
but
he
he
didn't.
got-
That's the wife.
Oh yeah, his woman did all that. Yeah, and
The only thing
there's
he
a
brought in was
candle.
the computer chair.
Yeah, the one he's sitting in. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of it he had to carry in, but
Check out the chair over there with the throw on the back. That's sweet. I like that. That's nice. Nick did not do that.
That,
he had
yeah.
to make it comfy for when he has to sleep outside of the.
Is there a candle going over there too? That's probably a nice scent.
Yeah, it's a candle.
Nick did not do that either.
You're gonna have to give him a little bit of heck later, Rob, about the candle.
Right. Oh, it's all right. We'll ask him when he comes back.
So there is literally a second video from that kid. And it's the guy in the Bigfoot costume pissing in a well. So I know what to look for if Bubba says that one.
Nice. That's hilarious.
How'd you get a bird in the house?
Open window.
Yeah.
I saw that window open over there
Yep.
on the side.
Open window, open door, open garage door. Could have flew into the garage and then in through a door.
Wow.
Doesn't take much, man.
No.
It's a lot
says,
easier to prove than Bigfoot.
No. He says, there was a bird in the house. I gotta go. Turns out he's lying. He's just wanting to get out of there. He's like,
I am so done with these guys.
I'm out of here. I quit. No, Nick's down. He loves this stuff.
and
He's
no,
been watching old episodes, getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Skelly, he's married. He said that earlier. He's married.
Maybe he caught it, letting it out the window.
Oh, did he?
He's behind the chair, or somebody's behind that chair.
It's an alien.
It's an alien.
It goes tweet, tweet.
Yeah, but we got it on film.
Nick Cam, everybody. Wait a minute. Does he know we're still on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Let's hope he doesn't walk by naked next in
No,
a towel.
God.
I think we should cut the show before that happens.
Skeletor might like that, but bump. Yeah, he's married,
Yeah.
but that don't mean he's not gay.
Boom.
But bump.
You do not need to drive our new cast member crazy.
Skeletor is the one that said it. Do it. I
No.
command it. We'll
No.
ask him.
We do not need to haze Nick by giving him to Skeletor.
Oh,
That is not the way.
he's got enough playthings.
Yeah.
Sage.
Say,
He likes to.
mostly just face.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
Mm-mm.
I
Well,
do like him. He's cool.
yeah, Nick's fun. I knew you guys would like him. I thought he would fit in well. He gets it. You know what I mean?
He
And,
brings
he's-
down the average age of the staff.
Yeah, and he's another point of view that we need. I think with his background with religion and everything. So
Sage's Bay.
God.
it's good to have all these different points of view because that's for sure.
Let me ask you a question.
So, nope.
Nope. Okay. Just nope.
No
That's
questions.
an easy question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Listen,
Did you get the bird? No, go ahead, Tyler.
all right.
Bird tweet.
If I brought in a flat earther, would you want to interview them?
Yeah, of course.
You would
Right.
have to do
Yes,
it in
I'd
such a
listen.
way that doesn't offend them. Okay.
I would try. I would try. I'd like to hear, what they have to say. Sure, why not? Nick, are you still with us? Or are you done, buddy?
Yeah.
Or you just
headphone
is he
on.
just
The horrible
He-
things I had to do to that bird.
Wait a minute.
he just
What's he
gave
got?
up on live. Oh no, he's bending down smoking weed, so we can't see him. We can still see you smoking weed, Nick.
Nick, puff, puff, pass.
Oh, he's blowing it out the window.
Well. The thing
Oh,
we do
my-
are
oh, is
I think his phone's in that position now. No, he's not. There he goes.
Oh, that's amazing. It's not even going out the
Out
window, Nick.
Nope.
Everyone look at Nick. He's ripping sweet clouds.
He probably doesn't know he's on. We should probably turn him off.
Nick, we see you.
Becoming an invasion of privacy now. Anyway, well, good show, guys. Nick, I'll have to tell him about that.
Yeah. It's like, watch the show a little bit after you leave.
Yeah. We should have just shut everything off and left it on for the night.
Yeah, we should have.
That would have been awesome.
Hazing. He's the new guy. You gotta haze him.
Yeah. He needs to figure out.
I think he got hastened up by
Close.
listening to my boring ass, Kentucky Goblin story.
No, it was
No,
cool.
it wasn't
I enjoyed it.
boring. I love stories like that.
Yeah, definitely. Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
Story time with Tyler. Yay!
And the best part is, no AI was used.
No AI,
No
pure
AI.
brains from it. Tyler, very cool. Well, we want to hear more of those for sure. So
If
from
you watch
everybody.
that Helio series, it's really good. I think they got like 2 seasons. And
Yeah.
they get into a lot more stuff trying to link in like the Mothman and the aliens and ghosts, and it's
Oh God!
it's really unique.
You remember back when we covered Flatwoods Monster and Mothman?
Yeah.
We discovered they were a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
So the internet, particularly the encrypted internet, really wants Mothman and the Flat Earth Monster to be a romantic couple. It's fucking crazy. Look at that.
It's like those Sonic pictures you get on the
Yeah.
internet.
Oh my God. The ones that you see on Facebook, you're like, no.
Why is Sonic pregnant?
oh,
Hey, what kind of fucking images are you looking up, bro? There you go.
Dude, you don't want to know. You don't.
I don't
wanna
even
go
want to
down
know.
that path.
Nope. See, look at this one. Look at this romantic version. Yes. Flatwoods is like it, though. Oh, hold me, Mothman. Hold me.
Wow.
Being cradled gently in her arms.
I like how they just assume the fucking Flatwoods is a woman just because it's got a hover ship. Yeah, people do this. People do this.
Huh. Nice.
Rob is just like, what does this show become?
Yeah. I think we have officially crossed the line into too weird of frequencies for the
Tune in next week. We bring in weirder frequencies.
weirder frequencies.
Yep.
It goes on at midnight because of
There you go.
content.
Weird frequencies after hours.
Yeah, on Rumble only.
Yeah.
You can do what you want.
Only.
You can do what you want on Rumble.
What's the what do they call it when they change their camera out on stream on Twitch or something like that to make it look like an anime character or something like that?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Bubba will be a Bigfoot with big boobs. I'll be Dusty with a big chest. Oh, VTubers. That's what's called. VTubers. Adam will just be fucking pissed off.
Wait a minute, what?
Because you got to deal with all of us.
Well, we didn't get to ask if Nick was gay. Sorry, Skeletor.
oh no.
Next episode.
Don't get
Skeletor.
Skeletor,
Save your
Bob.
questions for next episode.
There you go. You have to wait till next week for the answer, buddy.
Stay tuned, Skeletor.
Stay
Next week.
tuned.
You're gonna get him all excited over nothing.
You guys are going to scare this poor kid off.
Nick's tough.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's about all I had. You guys, I guess we're out of here.
What's
you guys,
for next week?
well, Nick, I know is putting together. He wanted to do something about fallen angels. I know, and
Okay.
um,
More with
some
Enoch.
of that stuff. Yeah, and also how they're related to UFOs and how they may even be demonic. You know.
I know Bubba wanted to do something on the Dropa stones.
Yeah. So
Oh, that too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
was,
So that was
yeah.
coming next week too. Yeah, he was going to try to slide that in tonight, but we could get it in next week.
And I think Tyler was eventually going to get to the Philadelphia experiment.
Oh yeah. I want to get in that too. I want to revisit that because I think it was real, and there's new stuff about it. That
Those
I
are just
wanna-
the projects in the works. There's no
Yeah. So those are the three directions that we're headed.
yeah.
So So tonight, what did we learn? We learned about the Kentucky Goblins from Tyler, and we learned that something crazy went on down there, and it seemed to have been wiped out by a flood. Really, for for the most part, and there's a bunch of evidence to, back it all up. So it's wild. And then we also learned little warning kind of about what's going on in the internet right now and what's out there and how you have to step back from it a little bit and take a look and know the difference between conspiracy or does this person have a condition and he's just has problems, he has mental issues, like he believes all these things are real and they're probably not. Let's face it, and they probably have a condition.
Well, the best way to do that is if they can't explain why they believe, they just believe and they're
right. No evidence to back it up. No third-party verifications will ever happen, with people like that, because it would prove them wrong, probably. Yeah. But, it's wild. Even the whole esoteric and people, I touch base on that a little bit here and there about, enlightenment and how when the aliens come, we're all going to be enlightened. And there's a big, huge group of people out there that talk about this and believe it. And, some of it borders on good, positive thinking, and then others border on just lies and things just made up and just, fantasies that are just, you just got to step back and, is this a belief that a person has? Then that's good. Or is this person having a breakdown? Belief or breakdown? Conspiracy, condition, So that's what you got to ask yourself about people sometimes. And don't fall prey. Don't get yourself, sucked into things too deep. Move on to something else. That's all. That's my advice. But anyway, yeah. You guys have a good night. And take care. Everybody, good to see all you guys. Good show.
Yep, good show.
Sunday, 8:00 now, right? We changed the time because of Tyler. You write him up, Adam, for changing the show time.
I'm sorry, I have family commitments. I'm sorry.
God. No, that's okay. Family first.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna.
You got Nick now. Nick might be a producer. You never know.
Maybe.
I knew it. I'm going to get skipped in line. God damn it.
Adam's got seniority, damn it. No, you're not going anywhere, Tyler. You shut up.
Damn it.
You're not being replaced by the young guy. All right, man. No, he's just a good addition to the show. So
yeah, he fits in really well.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you guys see what I mean. He's an interesting dude. So
he's doing good so far.
Yeah, so far. We'll still ride him up.
Yeah.
All right. Cue that music, producer Tyler.
It's up.
Take it easy, everybody.
Peace out,
bye, guys.
everybody.
Stay weird.